Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I wanted to do a really quick video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the saying time is money. Um, we hear that saying that time is money. Um, Basically, uh, that saying is basically meant to say whatever you do with your time um, determines how much money you make. Basically, I mean, if you work at a job, let's say you're working at a job like at, I don't know, like McDonald's or whatever, and you making $8 an hour, you told McDonald's you would give them uh, an hour of your time for every $8 that they give back to you. And so, whether you do a good job or a bad job, you gonna get $8 if you give them an hour of your time. And so that's just one example of time of how time is money. But I want to let y'all know a little bit about how time is money in the relationship to silver. Um, I don't know if you know this, but historically, um, it's been said that uh, your average day's pay is a tenth of an ounce of silver. Uh, And honestly, throughout the rest of the world outside of America, that's pretty much what it is today. Even at today's prices, silver's at about $20 an ounce right now, and the rest of the world lives off of about a tenth of that. They live off of less than $2 a day. We are, rich here. We're rich, but it's because of our debt. It's not because we're better than anybody. We just can print all these dollars. But if you look at it in those terms, silver, just based on that, silver is extremely cheap. So if you think about it like that, so let's say you got a tenth of an ounce of silver is a day's pay. Um, and look up the historical facts on it. It's just true. It's just how it's been. Um, so that means for a 2 week period, if you're working 5 days a week, that's 10 days. So that's 1 ounce of silver. So if you take your paycheck and you buy 1 ounce of silver, you are breaking even when it comes to your time. And so for the work that you do personally, um, your work is equivalent to a tenth um, of an ounce of silver per day. And so if you just buy 1 ounce of silver per um, paycheck, you break even. Now, because silver is cheap, and it's cheap because money's being printed, but it's not going to be cheap for long. Um, but because it's cheap, you have an amazing opportunity to not just build your wealth, but protect your wealth with gold and silver. At some point, um, the world will realize that um, 1 ounce of silver, $20, is just way too cheap. And you want to get silver now when the rest of the world doesn't realize it. You want to be in front of the herd. It's like what Warren Buffett said. He said, when everybody else is selling, I'm buying. He doesn't follow the herd. And so what my philosophy is, I like to um, look at uh, silver not as an investment as far as how much money it's worth, but how much time it's worth. And so if I have, um, let's say, if I have 500 ounces of silver, 500 ounces of silver is equivalent to a little bit more than 20 years worth of time. If you calculate the 1/10 um, of an ounce of silver equals a day's pay, that's about 20 years worth of time. Um, what happens if silver finds its true value? That means if I can get 500 ounces, I bought 20 years worth of time. Uh, and so that's time that I can use to do whatever. I mean, think about it. I mean, we say time is money. It really is. So you got a cell phone. and you got a cell phone bill. Everybody, if you got data, you got a monthly bill. And so if you got AT&T like me, AT&T says, yeah, you can use everything you want to use on this phone for a month if you give us XYZ amount of dollars. That's time for money. And so if you have an asset that saves time for you, there's no telling what you could do with that wealth and that freedom. And that's what I think about when I invest in silver. I'm not thinking about, okay, I have this dollar amount in silver. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how much time do I have stored up in silver, because time is money. I look at it as a value of time, not a value of paper dollars, because those paper dollars, we don't know what their true value is, except for the fact that it's zero. The only thing that's holding the dollar up right now is confidence. It's the fact that uh, you can walk into a store and pay with dollars. That's the only thing that gives it value. If a store decides to say we don't accept dollars anymore, then what you gonna do? And people say, well, that would never happen. I mean, man, it's happened in Argentina. It's happening in Zimbabwe. It's happening in Venezuela. It's happening in India. We ain't talking about 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. We talking about right now. It's happening right now. Their local currency is being rejected simply because it doesn't have any value. And so you want to have real value. Real value is gold and silver. And when I look at silver, I always measure it in time. That tells me how much money I have. Because it's not about what the dollar price is. It's about the time that it gets me. And so, again, think about think about that when it comes to investing or saving in precious metals. That you're not um, saving as far as uh, an investment, but you're saving in time. Because as time has gone on, dollars have lost their value. But as time has gone on, silver and gold have not. In about 1960, it cost you about 10,000 ounces of silver to buy a medium price house. Today, it's the same thing. 10 ounces of silver buys you a medium price house. But in 1960, how much was milk? Way less than $1. Today, $4 a gallon. Doesn't Dollars don't hold that time, but silver does. So just something for you guys to think about when it comes to investing in precious metals. Um, if you like what you hear, um, go ahead and subscribe. Starting to try to do this new thing, putting out a video every day, just talking about different things. Yesterday I was talking about grinding. The day before I just talked about different stuff that's going on with the dollar. And today I'm just talking about how the relationship between time and money. So I'll be talking about different things from time to time. Um, if you are looking for someplace to purchase precious metals, I highly recommend ISN. Um, I'm involved in the company, and they do an awesome job with making sure that your metals get straight to your house, so it ain't stored in a vault or at a bank or anywhere like that. Um, Go ahead and click the link below just to see what we're all about. And again, every um, coin that you buy, it provides a meal for a hungry child. So please, please, please make sure that you're protecting yourself. Again, I don't give financial advice. It's just information that I'm putting out there. But love you guys. Wish you the best. If you got any questions or comments, just leave them below. And I'll try to give you my honest opinion about it. All right, man. God bless. Remember, gold and silver is money and nothing else.